When we arrived at La Gomera, we thought it looked really nice and wanted to explore the island by bike. We were at the marina in San Sebastian, but the closest place to rent a bike was at Playa de Santiago, which was almost an hour away. Therefore, we decided to take the bus to Playa de Santiago, and when we jumped off the bus, Oscar realized that he forgot something important.
Vad är det som händer, Oscar?
Jag tappade plånboken på bussen. Nu åker vi rallytaxi förbi. Där är bussen.
Han kör riktigt bra. Jag kommer till kappen.
We were lucky and the wallet was still on the bus. The taxi drivers took us back to Playa de Santiago, where we could rent a scooter and drive up to the mountains again.
What do we have here?
Tenerife.
And?
La Gomera.
And the mountain?
And some clouds.
Which mountain?
Really cool heavens.
Which mountain?
Teide.
Ja! La Gomera is a small island southwest of Tenerife and so far our favorite among the Canary Islands. Apparently they have some whistling language, but unfortunately we never heard it. We drove for 2 days around the island and in the middle of it there is a big forest. The first day we took a small road down the hills and about an hour later the road started to lean upwards again.
Sätter du för dräneringen? du inte smaka på vattnet?
Nej, det står att jag bara ska inte göra det.
Sometimes when you entered a tunnel and came out at the other end, there was like a different landscape. In one side it was green and a lot of trees, on the other side there were almost no vegetation at all. In this area, as you can see, it was red sand and a very different and beautiful landscape.
Det ser nästan läskigt ut.
Skål!
The route among the forest was longer than we thought, and when we were 1 hour away from San Sebastian, we realized that we were in quite a hurry. We drove as fast as we could and made it back to the supermercado before it got dark.
De hade bananer förut.
Där är bananer, men...
The next morning we drove to another part of the island where it was a light and beautiful forest. Just next to the green forest there were another one with a darker environment and a very special nature. We both enjoyed the views, so we decided to continue our drive further up on the mountains for the rest of the day.
Jag tänkte jag skulle stanna här på hardware-storen och se vad de har.
Såklart att du ska. Oskar, ska du shoppa nu igen?
Om jag ska?
Shoppa nu igen.
Ja, jag hittade en hardware-store.
Since it's hard to find things for the boat, we always look at hardware and marine stores. We didn't find anything this time. It was pretty cold, so we drove back to the marina with a few stops on the way.
Vet du hur mycket nu eller?
Ja.
The same with the fins. Up one, up also this one. I know it's expensive. It's for that. If the fit is not completely open.
We left the bike to the nice people at the rental at Playa de Santiago.
Ja.
It was a nice little village, and while we were waiting for the bus, we took an ice cream and a cup of coffee at the pier. A perfect end of the day. The next morning we left La Gomera and started our sail east towards Tenerife and Gran Canaria again. We were so lucky to see pilot whales a few times when we sailed between the islands.
Oj, titta! Wow, älskling! Wow! Kolla filmen då!
Ja.
Där är Hilma. Det här är i alla fall det trevligaste hamnen vi har kommit till, va?
Ja.
We came to Candelaria late in the evening, and some fishermen offered us a spot next to a fishing boat. We were almost out of diesel, so we had to fill up a jerry can, just in case of. We planned to fill up the tanks at Las Palmas the day after.
What are we doing today?
Getting some diesel.
Yep. Are you tired?
Not really. I'll find it. Ja, perfekt.
Klarar vi oss ända till Las Palmas nu?
Ja då.
At Las Palmas we had a lot of work to do before the Atlantic crossing, and so was the case for a lot of other boats in the marina, since it was just a few days before the arc start. Our VHF broke down, so we had to make some new wiring for it, which meant that we had to put down the panels, and we also had to pull the cables through here and all the way back. Det ser jättegott ut, älskling.
Filma mig.
So what we're having for dinner?
Papi.
And
Sås.
what sauce? ARC stands for Atlantic Rally for Cruisers. It is a friendly competition between cruising boats crossing the Atlantic Ocean together, and there was a lot of happening in the marine at the time.
Oj, kommer det många här? Nu är det snart dags. Ja, det gör vi. Det gör vi. Lycka till!
Hi guys!
Lycka till! Where are we today?
IKEA, and today we're gonna buy a lot of lingonberry jam.
De hade lingonsylt, älskling.
Ja.
Och köttbullar.
Och köttbullar.
De smakar rätt. Sill.
Sill, ja. Sill igen.
Äntligen.
Äntligen lingonsylt. It's a Swedish lingonberry jam. You think it's enough with just 4 cans?
Det räcker.
Det räcker.
4 räcker.
Ja.
Salsa.
Du ser inte vad det står eller? Vem är det som skrivit det? Ja, men det har vi då. Filly. Bra.
Det mesta är ändå checkat.
Bra. Då har vi så vi klarar oss ett tag då, så länge.
Snart.
So we have 3 big carts of food. So I hope this will last for a month. So we're preparing for the crossing. We got some food today. How's it going?
It's hard to say.
Hard to say ever.
After the grocery shopping, we did a rig check. Everything was fine and we were ready to leave for our 1-week sail to Mindelo at the Cape Verde Islands. At Mindelo, we were going to pick up our friends Björn and Molly, who were going to cross the Atlantic Ocean with us.